They tell us if the Palestinians lay down their weapons, there would be peace, but if we lay down our weapons, we would be killed. They tell us this, they tell us all kinds of propaganda, simplistic, stupid, silly propaganda points that can be easily repeated by anybody, anywhere. But all of these talking points are not new. They haven't even invented them. They are recycled colonial talking points. We heard them from white Afrikaners. We heard them from in Rhodesia. We heard them all over the world from white supremacists when slavery was getting abolished, when Jim Crow was getting abolished. What happens to the settlers? What happens to the slave owners? What happens to the prison guards? You can sit down also. We hear these arguments over and over again, and their arguments to us are always about hypotheticals, about what could possibly happen in the near future. It's about sentiment, about what I feel inside my heart, what I may say about my language, about the offensive things I say. It's never about the material, policy-backed, systemic things that the Israeli country of genocide commits. The policy-backed discrimination, subjugation, police brutality, ethnic cleansing, dispossession, land theft, decapitation of children. We have seen in the past year children hanging, their limbs hanging from ceiling fans. We have seen brothers carrying their siblings in their backpacks, walking around for miles on end. Even before October 7th, my very house was stolen and taken by Israeli settlers, backed by the Israeli judiciary that is built by settlers and for settlers on the skeletons of Palestinians and funded by tax-exempt, you can sit down, by tax-exempt there is nothing, there is absolutely nothing that the Palestinian people can do that justifies genocide. More than that, there is nothing that the Palestinian people can do that will make these people no longer want to exterminate us. Because their issue is not with how we exist, but rather their issue is that we exist at all. Their issue is with our existence. If this motion passes today, it means that this body is catching up to the moral clarity of the global majority, and it is about time and 70 years too late. And if this motion does not pass today, it just means that this is just yet another Western institution that in a decade or so will join the long line of Western institutions that have arrived at epiphanies that we for decades have known and recognized as common truths. That Zionism is irredeemable, that Zionism is indefensible, that is an ideology based and built on ethnic supremacy, on killing, on brutalization, on land theft, and there is no debating that.